Managing risk and performance of the supply chain in this disruptive era is challenging. That's why we need a bold strategy to do that, to manage all the risks to achieve better performance. Let's talk about that in this video.
Let's discuss about several ways to measure the performance of the supply chain, especially the related with the inventory. The first measure, that is asset committed to the inventory, we can measure with the percentage invested in the inventory, which is the total inventory investment, in this case, divided by the total asset that we have, multiplied by 100, for example. Investment inventory 11.4 billion and total asset 44.4 billion. And then we have the percentage invested in the inventory is equal to 11.4 divided by 44.4, then multiply by 100, resulted with 25.7% the asset committed to the inventory. It means with this measure of the performance, the lower the better. It means that if we have the lower the asset committed to the inventory, mean we have the lower inventory. This is several example of the company that several measure related with the inventory as percentage of the asset. In general, in manufacturing, they have performance of 15%. So 15%, it means 15% of their asset is spending on the inventory. With exceptional in manufacturing is Toyota, they only have 5%. The wholesale in general 34%. Exceptional ones is Coca-Cola, 2.9%. The restaurant is 2.9%. And the exception in this case, the best performer is McDonald's, in this case 0.05%. And retail is about 27%, but Home Depot is about 25.7% as an exception. Inventory turnover. This is the second performance that we will discuss. The formula is cost of goods sold divided by the inventory investment, or this is the number of the inventory we have. The average is equal to the average inventory. The average inventory. Here, the higher the inventory turnover, the better is. It means that the companies spend small amount of the average inventory, or the inventory turnover is quickly. So our inventory is quickly going out to the customer. This is the example of annual inventory turnover for several companies, as we can see in here. Yeah, there's a McDonald's, and this is high, this is good. And then the Dell Computer, yeah, we can see also in here, and the Toyota for all and Nissan. Example, we have this several numbers in here. For example, the inventory turnover for the company is, for example, in this number, 8.4, and then the average weekly cost of goods sold when we just simply divided the cost of goods sold divided by number of week per year, so resulted this much. And then the week of supply is equal to the inventory investment, which is 1.69 in this case, divided by the average weekly cost of goods sold. So every 6.1 weeks, or it's around 7 weeks or 6 weeks, in this case we have to supply the materials or the inventory. There is a famous model that we call it the SCORE. In the SCORE model, they consist of many measure of the efficient and effective the supply chain. This model is simply like this. So we consist of the sourcing, source, and make and deliver. In order to make source, make in this case, or produce and deliver, we have to be able to plan the demand and supply chain in the future or forward in this case, and return, we have to manage the return. So the SCORE model basically consists of planning of the demand and supply, sourcing, which is identify, select, manage the assets, and assess the sources, supplier in this case, make how we can manage the production, execution, testing, packaging, ready for shipping in this case, and delivery that consists of warehousing, invoicing, transportation, and also final assembly or installation at the customer. And also in this case, we have to manage the return, whether the return should be in the form of finished product coming from customer to the manufacturer, or return of the material coming from the manufacturer to the supplier. That is some of the supply chain performance measurement, how we can measure the supply chain. Actually, there are so many measure, other than that we can learn. So see you again in the next video.
Thank you so much for joining me in Learning Operation Management. See you again in the next video.